What's up YouTube? Welcome back to A Daily Dose. Today we'll be talking about another theory involving a Nickelodeon cartoon, and this cartoon is Avatar: The Last Airbender. This show starts off with two young water tribe villagers, Katara and Sokka, who find a young boy named Aang frozen in a sphere of ice. They come to find out that this boy is the Avatar, which is someone who controls all four elements. He was supposed to be the savior of the world, but vanished years ago. So now this boy must master all four elements and save the world from the Fire Nation, who has been taking over all of the nations, and that's the main storyline. So now back to the theory. So the theory is that the universe of Avatar: The Last Airbender is really the same universe as Star Wars, just many years into the future. So all of these tribes are just groups of people starting over, and benders are actually Jedis. Every tribe specialized in a certain aspect of the Force and had to adapt to the environment they were born in. So Airbenders just basically use the Force push, but the way they use it has evolved into many different techniques, such as an air ball, which you rotate your hands into a ball-like shape and you create a sphere-like ball of air and you can shoot it at your enemies. Or the air funnel, which you create a vortex and you could throw rocks into it and shoot it towards enemies. There are also other ones such as breath of air, where you breathe in your mouth and shoot it out, and you could use that to repel enemies back. There are many more techniques, but these are just a few of them. Same goes for Earthbending. They use telekinesis to move rocks through the air. Just like moving objects with the Force, they also have created new techniques such as Earth Block, where you could create a shield to block you, Earth Gauntlet, where you cover your hands in rocks and use them to fight off enemies, Earth Material Manipulation, where you use other materials in the earth to help you, or also like quicksand, where you could create sand out of solid rock or solid ground and create it to trap enemies. Then there are also fire and water benders. Some Jedis are known to control nature, so controlling water isn't so far-fetched. As for fire, the biggest argument is the fact that the fire comes from thin air, so one can argue the fact that it's not controlling nature, but one can argue the fact that firebenders also bend lightning, and the lightning seems to come from nowhere as well. Azula creates lightning the same way Palpatine and Dooku created. And if you've seen Star Wars Attack of the Clones, you can see Yoda absorbing the lightning. I know Iroh doesn't absorb it, but he does deflect it, so maybe this is just him not being able to use the technique completely. Another similarity is Beast Tamers, the ability to connect with an animal through the Force, like Anakin in the arena on planet Geonosis with the rhino-like creature, and June with Nyla. We also have meditation that allows Jedis to sense many things, so this can be compared to Aang meditating to go to the spirit world. And let's not forget Jet. I know this is a long shot, but one can say that he was using mind control on a weak-minded Katara, or maybe she was just head over heels for him, blinded by love. But still, maybe it's the ability of the Force. As for the Avatar, I can see that he's just a born Master Jedi, someone who can use all the abilities of the Force without too much struggle. So what I believe is that the world fell into chaos, and society ended up having to rebuild everything from the ground up. This is why you don't have as many technological weapons and vehicles anymore. Instead, you see Jedis with basic weapons relying more on the Force as opposed to plasma swords and plasma guns. And if you think about it, a lot of the Jedi clothing is the same as the tribe clothing, robes and some armor. The biggest difference is the colorization by terrain. Mentioning terrains, a lot of the landscapes are similar, like the sand dunes in Tatooine. Even the buildings in the area look identical. Or the forest where Jet lives and the Ewoks live. And also the swamp area where Yoda trains Luke, and the swamp area where Aang meets the swamp benders. You can find so many similarities between both shows. Even some vehicles look the same, like these tank-like vehicles or these ships gliding over the sand. There are also a lot of creatures in each series. Not many look the same, but a lot changes in evolution. Maybe this bison-like creature has evolved over time into Appa's species. Who knows? It's crazy when you think about it. But that's all I got for today. Let me know your thoughts, and if you have any more clues that can support this theory, drop it in the comments. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time on The Daily Dose.